Every baby's different.
I don't have any babies. I never had babies. I mean, I'm an auntie and a sister to women who had children, and the idea of fostering confidence in a new mom is something that I think traditionally it was sort of a community thing, and now that people maybe only have one or two kids and they don't necessarily live where their family is, service like yours is probably more needed now than it was, say, 50 years ago.
100%. Like when I think about your village and creating a village around you to raise your children, it is so much different in our modern world. And so, you know, where someone like a new mom maybe have got breastfeeding support from, you know, their mother or their grandmother or their neighbor, you know, now it's a little bit different where they don't have that and they don't have those accessible family members to be able to support them. And now too, there is just a lot more research and evidence. And I think when it comes to our practice, that's what we want to make moms aware of, because I do find like people's social media accounts or TikTok, Instagram is becoming like a bit of an extension of their village. And you know, some of that information that you find on there is not necessarily credible, not necessarily the right information. Sometimes it's a lot of people's opinions, and it can be very overwhelming for a new mom to sift through a lot of these different reels that give their opinions and, you know, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? And so when it comes to our practice, we really want to give parents the tools to be able to kind of deal with some of the issues that they're dealing with, but also come from like an evidence-based practice, being like there's research to guide what we are telling you to do.
Tia, as a mom yourself and going through the experience of motherhood and those first trying months where you're going through hormonal changes and you're going through trying to keep somebody else alive beside yourself, how was that experience for you, and how could you have benefited from a coach?
I love that you're asking me this question, because so much of my passion for this and why I feel so honored to be able to do this with Sarah is I'm really honest that my first year of motherhood was probably one of the hardest years of my life. I was living in Edmonton. I didn't have any family, and my husband was very, very busy with his medical training, and so I really did kind of do a lot on my own. And looking back, there's so many times where I just think to myself, if I would have reached out for supports and, you know, kind of created that village that Sarah had referenced, I know that first year wouldn't have been as hard as it was, because I dealt with feeding difficulties, which I know Sarah can relate to as well. I dealt with sleep difficulties, and I just felt like I didn't have easy supports available to me, but I think I was also in such a state of overwhelm, I didn't really know where to look as well. So after every time me and Sarah do a prenatal class together or any kind of education class, a part of me just kind of reflects upon my own experience. And I think what I love about me and Sarah working together is we're both really honest with moms about our hardships. And I think it kind of helps drive our passion to show up for these moms and validate them. And we really come from a place of no judgment. We just want moms and families to feel really validated and safe when they're accessing our care.
So do mama coaches coach dadas?
Of course. Yes, it's a whole family thing. So even in our prenatal classes, we always say, bring your partner. Like, they're your best advocate in the delivery room. When we work with families when it comes to sleep, a lot of times the dads will kind of join in on that consult, because it is a team effort a lot of the time, especially if mom is, you know, a working mom as well. Some of the dad has to kind of step up and also help with those things. So we always encourage the whole family to kind of be involved. And when it comes to sleep too, especially if they have other kids, like, we have to take that into consideration too. So it's like a whole family unit that we are kind of approaching and trying to support.